simple and compounding interest. Assume that you're going to borrow, say, $100, and keep that money for 3 years. And how much you're going to pay back? So you get a rate of, say, 10% interest rate. You're going to pay at a rate of 10% for all 3 years, and then the total interest for period 1 will be simply you owe $100 times the rate, so that's $10. So at the end of the period, you owe them this $100 that you loan, and then that interest. And that end of period money, they will charge you interest on that from starting year 2 at the beginning of period 2. Now say this, then now simply this times the interest, which is this, and then again this would be whatever you have, the principal plus the interest. So you can simply copy this to get all this like that. So this is what you'll be paying at the end of 3 years, and this is yearly compounding. Let's say this period is year, so instead of period I would like to, let's say, call it year. So end of year, 3 years, you'll be paying $133.10. Now so this is called compounding. So whatever you owe for the first year, they charge you interest, and then whatever the money with the interest, they charge you interest for on that in the second year, and keep going like that. So it's compounded. Now on a simple interest rate, you'll be simply paying for 3 years 10%, so that's total 30% of $100. So that would be basically 100 plus $30, $130. Now this is yearly compounding. Let me show you. If I compound this instead of yearly, a lot of time banks and credit cards, they compound monthly. In fact, many of them compound daily. We'll show that. So in 3 years we have 36 months, so we're gonna extend that to 36. Oh, I went too far. It could be easier of going up to 36. So that's 36 months. Now we're going to convert this to month, let's say, and beginning and end of month, instead of writing, I'll just simply write ending. So now 10% yearly rate. So this is gonna be 10% divided by 12. So that will be the monthly interest rate. I'm gonna just simply increase some decimal points so I can see little bit more like this. I don't probably need that many decimal points, just simply like that. Now if you copy that all the way down, we have the formula set up. Now here you'll be paying $134.82. I don't think I need that many decimal points. That's okay. So for the yearly compounding, it was only $133, but monthly compounding, it becomes $135 approximately, just $2 more. If you go to daily compounding, let's say, go ahead and calculate for the daily compounding. Now daily compounding goes to so 3 years is actually 3 times 365, so that's 1095 days. So you're gonna go up to 1095 days. Let's see if we can go there. 1095 days. Oops, we already at the 11. There's probably easier way of doing it. So that's 1094 as 1095. I think I have to change the interest rate because this is in monthly interest. So yearly would be divided by 365. Then copy that all the way down. This should fix all these formulas. So let's see what you're going to be paying at the end of. So at the end of 3 years, if it's a daily compounding, some credit cards, they do, many of them do daily compounding. So you'll be paying $134.98 at the end of 3 years if you don't pay anything in between. Monthly rate, $134.82. Not a big difference there. So the curves kind of flatten out, and yearly rate, you'll be paying this. And if you say simple, so these are the compounding interest: yearly compounding, monthly compounding, daily compounding. Now, if you're paying, I think we have said that already, just a simple interest rate, you'll be paying only $130 because 10 times 3 is 30%. On that $100 would be $130 total for simple interest rate. Now in Excel, we have this nice tool. We really don't have to do this the way we have shown you. Just to explain what is simple and compounding rate, we can simply type a function called FV that will give you the future value. So basically the rate, number of compounding period, payment, we're not making any payment. We have present value of $100 that we have borrowed. And then the interest is whether at the end of the period or beginning of the period. The convention is at the end of the period. So if it doesn't say anything, you should be using end of the period. So you see that's the exact same. Now this is a negative value, as you can see within parentheses and red mark. So the idea that Excel thinks that you got the money today, so that's positive, and this is you're going to pay back, so that's going to go out from your pocket, so that's negative. So for the monthly, same thing, you can type that same function FV, and then this is the rate, comma, number of compounding period, and then payment. We're not making any payment. The present value was $100, that's what we have borrowed, and end of period interest rate. A lot of time students make mistake of using this interest rate. So if it's 10% given, they always use 10%. Now remember, if 10% yearly, monthly would be divided by 12. Same for the daily compounding. So you can do FV, the rate is this now 0.0003, and then the number of compounding is 1095 days, and then we're not making any payment. We borrowed $100, and then end of the period convention. Again, one of the common mistake is when it is asking daily compounding, you ignore that total number of days as well as the interest conversion. So it has to be whatever that yearly interest divided by 365, that will give you daily interest rate. So it is exact same as what you got here. Again, Excel will give you negative value because it is thinking that you get that $100 today, you're going to pay back this much. So that's going to go out of your pocket. Now, if you say invest on $100, so negative signs there, money going out of your pocket, then you get a positive number. So I hope this explains simple interest, compounding interest. So compounding, monthly, daily, yearly, whatever. Simple is just simple. You just multiply by the so you borrow money for 3 years at a 10% rate. 3 times 10 is 30%. So that's the amount you're going to pay for that $100. It's going to be only $130. However, that's not most bank system work. Either it's monthly or daily. So I hope this video kind of explained that concept.